Here's an example of a rent roll. I put the rent roll in T12 actually into my model so that I could fill out my revenue and expenses automatically. It does it programmatically, so it comes up, it knows how many units there are, what the square footage is, what the current market rent or what the current in place rents are, what the market rent is. And then for the pro forma and comps, this is where you get your comps from. But it does that automatically. Most of the time, you're going to have all this information from a rent roll. Sometimes, if you're looking at a smaller unit, you might get a mom and pop with like 20 units or something, and it's all done by hand. So when it's done by hand, it requires a little bit more effort. But for the most part, you're going to get your unit type or your floor plan. You're going to get your square footage. You're going to get your current rent, what the market rent is. This market rent is not going to be like what others in your area are. It's actually what a new lease would be if someone came up and signed a lease today, what they would be paying rent for. So in this case, this was an older example. This was 16 units, all the same floor plan. So all the numbers are the same, but um, in my model, I can have as many different floor plans as I want. So I know some models out there, they only look at like your average rent, your average square foot, and the average of everything. And that could be like averaging 150 units and 18 different floor plans, and you're trying to get a single number from that. And you're like, all right, well, I'm going to increase on average $50 per unit per month or whatever. On mine, I would break it down into each one so that you can see which ones would be better to renovate first. Potentially, you can see sometimes like your single bedrooms are already at the top of the market, so you have no room to grow, but you can increase like your 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms. So it gives you more flexibility to increase rents based on your floor plan versus just doing it on average, like a lot of the models that I've seen. So